Let's go ahead and work over the rest of the properties for the player's jump pound. We'll go down to this one here. Alright, so on the player, when he goes into a jump pound option, we've looked at setting these things up. We'll just go through the settings and do a couple of differences with them. So for instance, on here we'll say he can only repeat with a combo of 3, so meaning that you can jump, hit, jump, hit, jump, hit 3 times, and then it'll get reset when you land back down, as long as this is set to unlimited here. We'll say that the player can pound after the apex is reached. The delay amount, let's just so we can see it, we'll set this up to about 60, gives about a couple of seconds for, this is going to be, instead of a 1/10 of a second, 100th of a second delay amount, just so you have a little bit more fine-tuning on how long you want it to actually stay up before it comes down. There's a downward speed. Let's set this to about 35 or so. We want this to come down a little bit faster than it was before. And then the delay after pound, let's actually set it to 0. That way the player comes up responsively, like really quick from it, since there's no animation or effects to actually give them reason to stay down. On the button pressed, you can use either one of these, the pound on joystick down or the button pressed. Either one's going to be the same thing. It's just simply which way you want for the user to have. Remember, this will be the analog stick, and if you're in the air, you just push down on the stick, and then he'll do the same motion. We'll look at the auto pound from jump after this one. The move, this one, just so you can kind of understand, we'll go for about 6 on the movement here, is that if you have a pause, you'll notice it more when you have a pause, but it's also available is that the moment you push the button for a pounding, then if you're pausing or not, your movement speed becomes this one when you hit the apex on the jump down and land. Alright, and then let's go ahead and go back to our jump pound bounce here. We'll say that the value, we'll put this up to the 4 and 8 level, and then instead of actually having a bounce when he hits the ground, let's just say there is no bounce. And then just double check that you have some hit points assigned to this one. We'll say about 25 points on the attack. And remember, if you don't have any points assigned on the attack, the hit won't actually happen, so the player won't actually go into a bounce. It'll just do the standard jump up and then land on the ground. So again, if we do the pound from here, notice he hits, and it doesn't do anything when he lands, he just lands. Also notice the movement time, I'm up in the air, and then I do the hit. Now, the interesting part with this, though, is that you can jump and then move. So if you're jumping and then it hits then it does the pound. Alright, and then if you set it to 0, for instance, you would be in that one spot, animation playing, and then it actually happens with it. Alright, and then last part here, that combo. So if we did a 3, if we can do the 3 combo here. So when it comes up, combo, combo, and then it just comes back down after those 3. Alright.